So let's start with the exercise. The first question is, first I will solve myself and then I will ask you to do yourself. So first one is the identify the shell if quantum numbers are given. That means there may be many questions over this one. One quantum number is given or the shell are given, you are going to identify the quantum numbers. So here is one of the example. Identify the shell, and shell we have already studied before. One is the shell, other one is the subshell, and then we discuss about the orbitals. And these are the information is given over here. So here the value of n is 3, the value of L is 1, and the value of ML is 1. So this is the principal quantum number, and L is the angular quantum number, and this is the magnetic quantum number. So these are the three quantum number we have studied, and now we are going to designate about what is the this shell. So this is the strategy. The first is the what is you have to identify what is the principal quantum number, and actually principal quantum number give you information about the shells that we have discussed. And angular quantum number is L, and which will give you the information about the subshell. And this was all about the question. And this magnetic quantum number is give you the spatial orientation of the orbital, and this actually the net output what we have already discussed. So what is the solution of this one? So here n is 3, that means n is equal to 3. First you have to label down what is actually the these number are all about. So n is 3, that means n is 3 indicating that the orbital is in the third shell, because we talk about when L is 1, that is called the K shell, n is 2, that is called the L shell, and when n is 3, that is called the M shell. So this is M shell is the third shell. So 1, 2, and third. So this n is giving the information about the third shell. And now the value which is given over here, because there may be a different, because when we calculate the L, so the simple formula is n minus 1. So the value would be, in this case, it would be 2. But here you must focus on what information right now is given over here. So you have to calculate according to the question. So when L is 1, that will give you the information that this is the p type of the orbital, because when L is 0, this is called the S. When L is 1, this is called the p. When L is 2, this is called the D, as we have discussed before. So this orbital is called the 3p orbital. So 3 is giving you the principal quantum number, and then it is the subshell, and subshell is the p subshell. And why I have written over p, because L is equal to 1, and when L value is 1, then it is called the p subshell. So in this way you are now you can designate about the shell or the subshell if the information about the quantum numbers are given, like in this case. So this is the, now I'm going to ask you. So don't be shy when you are going to answer. Even it is wrong, you must answer, so I may correct. So these are the few of the examples. So let's suppose if the value of n is 2 and L is 1 and ML is 1, then what would be the orbital notation for the electrons? So what is your answer?
So 2p.
शाबाश, चलें दूसरे भी करें. Then I will show you the answer. What would be the answer of this?
2p, sir.
Very good. Any other one?
Sir, 2p is the answer.
So one by one, I am just randomly, I am going to call one of you, and I expect the answer. Maybe it is right or wrong, doesn't matter. So the first name is appearing to me is Zan Raza. So Zan Raza, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
Good. What is the answer of this one?
2B.
2p. So this is the actually we have already this is the output of what we discussed in the previous slide about the quantum numbers. When the value of n is 2, so this will remain because this will just give you the information about the shells. So it will be the start. That means the first thing is the 2, and then you have to decide with this information what is it, it is the S, P or D. So with main principal quantum number, now you have to decide what is the actually the specific orbit S, P, D, F, G and so on. So this is our first step. This is our second step. So you must proceed one by one. So the answer of this one is the 2p. Rightly you have said, because L is 1, and when L value is 1, it is called the P. And here this is the actually the third one quantum number. This is just giving the orientation of the molecules. So when the value of L is 1, so it may be the value of -1, maybe the value of 0, maybe the value of +1. So that means it is in this range. So there is no need to write again over here. So maybe in the further classes, we may designate with the, this we call it the px, this we call py, pz, but it is just one is written. That means this is the actually the orientation which is going to exist within this range. So this is the correct nomination about the orbital. Second is the, now I'm going to just do yourself. I will be calling the name and then I will get the answer from any one of you. So just do yourself and wait my call to a specific student. So here n is 4, L is 3 and ML is -2. So this is Hassan, roll number last 22.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please बताओ शाबाश. What is the
सर सॉरी, मैंने क्लास थोड़ी सी लेट ज्वाइन हुई थी नेट की वजह से, तो अभी मुझे दोबारा से रिव्यू करना पड़ेगा, अच्छा नहीं कर सकूंगा।
कोई बात. हानिया इनाम.
Sir, it's 4F.
4F. Okay. Let me do with another. Maida Abbas.
Yes, sir. I think it's 4F, but I'm not sure about the ML one because
Okay.
it's -2. So
I will clear this. Shadab Ali
okay,
Mia.
sir.
Shadab.
यस सर 4F, क्योंकि जो L है वो 3 और 3 पे F सब शेल होता है और N is the number of shell. 4F answer.
Very good. Excellent. This is 4F. So this is all about in the similar way I will be asking in the quiz or your assignment. So this is actually you are going to decide where is the electron is going to be there. It is the 4F. And why we have named it 4F, because this is the principal quantum number. It will be coming the first, and then you have to decide the L, and when the value of L is 3, and this is called the F subshell. So that's why it is written over F. Now one of you have question, what does it mean about -2? And this you just have to decide uh, either, because when the value of L is 2, then there are the 5 orientation, because 2L plus 1, 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1, it is 5. So there are 5 orientation. Actually, this information, this quantum number, M quantum number, is giving you the spatial orientation, how it's going to be orientated. So these are the 5 different orientation. And here -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, and -2 is given. That means it is in this range. One of the orientation is -2, then it is okay. There is no need to write the orientation over here. So let's suppose if I put the value of ml is here is -2, let's suppose. So anyone, can you suggest either it is the right orientation or not? Thus, this will remain
No,
the
sir.
same.
No, sir.
No,
It
why not?
cannot be minus, sir, because L is if L is 1, it can be -1, 0, or +1. It cannot
Excellent.
be -2.
Very good. Very good. So this is when value of L is 1, then there is only orientation is -1, 0, and the +1. So if I put -2 is here, then of course this is not the proper quantum number for this notation. So it is wrongly written over here. Maybe I will use to decide whether this is the correct orientation or not. All these are the correct orientation, but here if it is -2 is written, this is not the magnetic quantum number when principal quantum number is 2 and the angular quantum number is 1 according to this rule. So this is not happening. That means you can just say this is not the proper orientation for these type of the notation. The third one is this. Now I'm calling another names. So just do it and then I will be moving to the next students. This is Mahvesh Arif. Mahvesh, are you there? So you must respond if because you are online at least for the exercise. Even you can just say you are unable to understand. Maybe I will clarify more about the things. So Nabil is here. Nabil. Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
So what is the answer of this one?
3D.
3D. So this is the, sorry, very rightly you have said this is the 3D. 3 is the principal quantum number and L value is 2. And when L value is 2, that is the D subshell, and designation of this subshell is the 3D subshell. So let's do with the reverse calculation. Identify the quantum numbers if shells are given. And this is the question. Give the possible combination of the quantum numbers for a 4p orbitals, let's suppose. And what would be your strategy? You know you have to decide what is the value of n, what is the value of L, and what is the value of m. Because the orientation is already been given in this 4p orbital. So 4p orbital indicates that this 4 is indicating this is the principal quantum number is 4, and angular momentum is L because the value of p is 1. So some of you has opened the mic, please mute so there should not be disturbance. Mavish, okay, I will mute myself. So 4p, 4 is the principal quantum number, that means n is 4, and then you have to decide what is the value of L. And similarly, when there is p, the value of L will be 1. And now you are going to decide what is the value of m. So in a similar way, you have to decide the value of L is 1 and 2L plus 1. 2 multiply 1 plus 1, that means it's equal to 3. So there are 3 orientation. So you are going to start with the 0, plus 1, and the -1. These are the 3 orientation. So what is the answer of this one? In a similar way, you have to give this n is equal to 4, L is equal to 1. And this difference is just written over here because we do not know this P is having what type of the orientation. So that's why the three orientation are written over here. So maybe you may end up with only one, but it is better to write the three possible orientation, because we are doing the reverse calculation by taking the orbital and then designating what are the principal quantum number. So 4 is the n is the 4, p is the 1, l is the 1, and these are the orientation for this 4p orbital. So let's start with this. I am going to just end today lecture because it is already about 1 hour. So just finish this exercise. So what are the possible combination of the quantum numbers for the 3s orbital? So do yourself, then I will ask one by one. So it is Habiba.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you mm, name what are the quantum number, and the value of n is
Zero.
n value is, and l value is, and m, we, because we discussed the three quantum number: principal, angular, and the magnetic. The first is you have to decide the value of n, small n, not l. Minahil,
Yes, sir.
what is the value of n, principal quantum number?
सर सर नेगेटिव में हो सकती है एन की वैल्यू
आप बताएं, फिर उसके बाद मैं इसको करेक्ट करता हूँ.
सर -1 में भी
Principal quantum number.
Sir, can I give the answer?
Yes, please.
N will be 3 and L will be 0 and M will be 0 as well.
Very good. So these are the, actually the rightly she has said, the n is 3, l is 0, and m is 0, because here 3 is the first one is the principal quantum number, and here this give you the n, this will give you the value of l. So this is n will be equal to 3, and s, because s is written, and when there is s, the value will be, L value will be 0. So these are related to each other. So there are just the four number you must remember. When 0, there will be the S. When S, there will be the 0. When 1, there will be the P, and P, there will be a 1. So this is all about when the value of L is 0. So when you put the value of L is 0, there is only one orientation, and we are going to start the orientation with the 0. So value of M will be 0. So let's do the another example. It is 2p orbital. So what
Sir, I
are
have
the,
a question.
yes, please.
Sir, what if the value of L is 3? What will be the M?
What a value of L is 3, then
Yes. What will be the value of M?
M, in a
Yes.
similar way you can calculate. The value of M will be 3 minus 1, that will be equal to 2. And this is the value of, and this is sorry, M, or sorry, this is the actually the formula. When it is 2 multiplied 2 plus 1, this is the value of M will be 5. 5 is indicating there is the 5 orientation. So we will start with the 0, plus 1, minus 1. So there are 3, then plus 2, minus 2. Total there are 5. So 0, plus
Okay.
1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 3. There are 5 orientation.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
चलें, अब इसका आंसर मैं, I will ask someone else. उमर चौधरी, उमर रशीद.
सर इसका है 2 1 और 1.
पूरा बताएं. What is 2? N is
N
शाबाश.
is equal to
सर n is 2.
N is 2.
Sir n is 2. P is 1.
L is 1.
P is 1.
L P is designating the
Oh,
L.
L is 1 and M. Yes, L is 1 and L is 1.
चलिए, अब इसमें L M में आप थोड़ा सा आप करें. And the here the N is 2, L is 1 because it is P, and then you have to, because the P is the, here there is no specific orientation, the whole P is there, then the P is 1, so you have to put the value of 1 over here. 2 multiplied 1 is 1, 2 plus 1 will be equal to 3. So there are 3 orientation starting with the 0, plus 1 and the minus 1. So in a reverse calculation, you have to give the complete orientation, the possible orientation available with the P, and there are maximum 3 orientation with the P orbital. And the last one is the 4D. With this, I think it must be you know very well to understand what are these quantum numbers. So,
Sir,
Excuse me,
can I
sir.
answer that?
एक second. This is, I'm just looking with someone else. Tahreem,
Sir, n is equal to 4,
good.
L is equal to 2,
Okay,
and M is equal to 5, which is -2, -1, 0, +1, +2.
that is excellent. So this is all about the orbital. 4D, N is 4, D is, when there is a D, it is 2, the value of L is 2, and there must be a 5 orientation, because when it is 2, then there are, the M value will be 5, and there are the 5 orientation. So for today lecture, this is all about our today lecture. So we will be discussing the fourth one quantum number, and then we will move to the electronic configuration. Actually, we will use these orbitals to discuss or to distribute the electrons in these shells or subshells of the orbital. So before ending, I just, because at the start जो disturbance हुई है, बच्चे आप अभी, this is the start of your career, and it doesn't matter actually whatever you are talking to me or with the rest of the people in the society, it actually reflect the what ethics and what training you are getting from your home. सो कभी भी अपने वालदेन को जो है इतना ना उसको वो करें कि वो कल को उनको खुद जो है वो एहसास हो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ किड्स वी आर हैविंग. सो दिस इज बिकॉज अल्लाह ताला ने अगर कोई रिश्ता बनाया तो फर्स्ट इज योर पेरेंट्स, मस्ट रिस्पेक्ट देम, उनकी कदर करें, वो उनसे पूछें जिनके वालदेन नहीं हैं. और दूसरे उसके बाद अगर कोई रिश्ता है मेरी समझ में, दैट इज़ द टीचर. अगर उसकी भी आप वैसे ही रिस्पेक्ट करें जैसे आप अपने पेरेंट्स की करते हैं, देन यू विल बी सक्सेसफुल इन योर लाइफ. दिस इज़ माई एक्सपीरियंस, and you may go through my achievements. This is all due to my parents and my teachers, because we learn from them. अगर वो हमें पढ़ाते ना या करते ना ट्रेनिंग ना देते, दिस इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी इफेक्टिव. एंड ये आपसे भी रिक्वेस्ट है, whenever you move to the society, the first is the ethics. Maybe you will not remember what are these quantum numbers, what is the chemistry, but anyone, even the people will remember you with your ethics or the etiquettes, what you are behaving with the others. तो अगर अच्छे हैं तो ये आपकी दुनिया भी है और आखिरत सबका बिलीव उसके ऊपर है. Then you will be getting the due benefit after this world. So दुनिया में भी कामयाब रहें और एंड पे भी रहें. This is all about from my teacher. I always guide. It doesn't matter who is talking about me or the other one, because I know myself very confidently. I know my students. I always, it is my 20 years experience. I'm teaching at the different universities, starting from the University of Karachi and then moving to the different organizations, achieved many international national awards. So it doesn't need to mention over here, but this I'm just mentioning because all this may be the due to my due respect to my parents and my teacher, and this I expect, I wish, I pray, I always pray my student would be more having the more achievement as compared to me. So with this, just a little bit out of the class, so you
Excuse me, sir.
remember my lesson, and then yes, please.
सर मेरी वो लास्ट क्लास में अटेंडेंस बुक क्या नाम है, मैं लिख नहीं सका था, तो इस क्लास में लिख दूं?
चले आप मैं नाम आपको नोट कर लेता हूँ। मैं बताइए।
सर
एक
चौधरी उमर रशीद।
एक से मैं आपका इधर आ रहा हूँ। चलो ठीक, आई विल मार्क।
जी चौधरी उमर रशीद, ठीक है सर।
ओके,
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। ओके, with this one, Allah Hafiz and goodbye till the next
Bye,
class.
sir. Thank you so much.
Take care, sir.
Sir, Allah Hafiz.
Okay, bye.